Hello everyone, this is DHtheGamer, and we will be continuing our Let's Play of Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. Now, in the last episode, we viewed the prologue campaign, which we followed the Horde as the war chief of the Horde, Thrall, was informed by the prophet that he should lead his people west to the lands of Kalimdor. Now we will beginning with the human campaign, the Scourge of Lordaeron. And before we get into it, I would like to make a note a couple changes that will be occurring in this video. For one, I will be using a mouse like someone asked for in my previous video, and also that I will, in terms of cutscenes, I will increase the volume the volume when dialogue is occurring. And also, before we get into it, like the previous episode, I cannot play the cinematic, so I will tell you what happens in this first cinematic of the human campaign called The Warning. It first starts out with a raven flying over the lands, and then it flashes to the council chambers of the king of Lordaeron, King Tyrannus. People in there are noting the fact that the Horde is on the move. They think that the Horde is going to try to attack them again. However, as we saw in the prologue campaign, they are trying to flee to Kalimdor. Now, however, one mage in the council, I believe he is a member of the Kirin Tor, he may note that there is another dire situation at hand. There is a plague that is occurring across the lands to the north of Lordaeron, and he feels that is a much more dire situation than the Horde, which people scoff at him, and even his idea of having basically martial law in the villages. However, King Tyrannus disagrees with that idea totally, and during their bickering, a raven has flown in and landed in the council chamber. Then after King Tyrannus had that outburst, the raven turns into the prophet. And the prophet, like he did to the Horde, told King Tyrannus that he should send his people west to the lands of Kalimdor. But however, the humans didn't want to go along with him. So the prophet got mad and said that he would find another person to do what he asks. And that's basically the entirety of this cinematic. So now we will get on to Chapter 1, the Defense of Strahnbrad. Chapter 1, the Defense of Strahnbrad. Recent Orc uprising in southern Lordaeron have forced the Alliance to take decisive measures. To contain the Orcish threat, King Tyrannus has sent two of the realm's greatest paladins, his son Prince Arthas and the legendary Uther the Lightbringer, to deal with the Orcs once and for all. And as you can note, Uther was also in Warcraft 2. So let's press enter key, and here we go.
Welcome, Prince Arthas. The men and I are honored by your presence.
Can the formalities, Uther. I'm not king yet. It's good to see you.
You too, lad. I'm pleased that King Tyrannus sent you to help me.
father still hopes your patience and experience might rub off on me.
It is a father's right to dream, isn't it?
Look, here's where we stand. Our scouts have confirmed that there is an orc encampment hidden somewhere over the next ridge.
As I suspected.
It gets worse. They're preparing to attack the nearby village of Strahnbrad. As far as we know, the village is completely defenseless.
I need to move against the Orcs' base immediately. Can you handle Strahnbrad's defense on your own?
Of course, Uther. Don't worry about me.
Good. Meet me at the Orc camp once you've saved the village. Be careful, Arthas.
Okay, so main quest: defend Strahnbrad, travel to Strahnbrad, Arthas must survive. So we have we have 4 foot soldiers and Arthas. I'm going to go ahead and do control group 1. New unit acquire footmen. The footmen are versatile soldiers equipped for melee combat.
Betrayer of the light.
A sound.
Okay, cool. Scroll of protection.
For honor.
Holy light can heal
Certainly.
wounded units, or it could damage undead units. Okay, now
Of course. A sound
as we
plan.
begin on this adventure, some of you
sound
may be
plan.
wondering
Greetings, friend.
why I have been delayed in making videos, and the reason
A
being
sound plan.
is because
Greetings, my
For
lord.
honor. Certainly. A sound plan.
Hello.
okay,
Of course.
the reason being is because of how I have been sick for the last
honor.
couple of days,
Welcome
and
to our village.
Of course.
I really didn't
Certainly.
feel well to make
For
videos.
honor. Certainly.
Here we go. What do these people
We'll fight
want?
for Lord Aron. Get your swords.
Okay, so now we gain
The light
2
is my
more
strength.
people.
A sound plan.
What does she want?
Please, you're my only hope. A group of gnolls kidnapped my little Timmy and took him to their hideout in the forest. Could you find him and bring him home?
Optional quest: save Timmy, slay the gnoll
A sound
kidnappers.
plan. Certainly.
And yeah, I felt horrible and I could not
sound
make
plan.
any videos, so that's why I
Certainly.
did not.
For honor.
Help! Help me, please! I'm trapped in the cage!
I didn't really
Certainly.
feel well either, so that's one of, and I could not go to school. Okay, let's see.
Please get me out of here. I
That-
want to go home.
The light is my strength. Of course.
Okay,
Oh, thanks so much. I have a reward for you.
new item received. Ring of Protection 1.
Feel my wrath.
Optional quest completed. Save Timmy.
Betrayer of the light.
And one thing I would,
Knave. You are past.
and because I have not made any videos recently, I
My
have
father, the king.
a lot of stuff to talk about in these videos. Like, for instance, one thing that happened to me recently,
For honor.
like today, we were
Certainly.
planning on going to church.
You are past redemption.
However, we had a little problem. My dad's
Sound
truck
plan.
had a flat tire,
Certainly. For honor.
and when we
Certainly.
tried to get it off, it would not come off.
Of course.
Appa-
For honor.
Apparently, the
A sound plan.
people
Of
who
course.
put the tires on last,
For honor.
like
A sound plan.
made
For
the
honor.
screws too tight,
Certainly.
and now we can't really
A
get it
sound
off.
plan.
So
Of course.
it's
For honor.
pretty much stuck. We
Of
just have
course.
to wait for a
For
while.
honor.
Save us. Get a trap. Take everything, man. Take
Going to
all
heal
the
this
bad.
person. This person's about to die. Well, not really. I can still save him.
A sound plan.
This is gonna be this is simple.
Of course.
So I may run out of. Okay. I'm gonna do that. That increases armor.
A sound plan.
Okay.
Of course. For
And now my dad's trying to get it off. So.
Help! Bandits are stealing our belongings! We'll take their coin just like everyone else's. Those bandits stole my ledger. Without it, I will lose my entire farm. Please, retrieve it from their camp. It would mean so much to us.
a sound plan.
Okay, optional quest. Slay Manag, the bandit lord. Return ledger to Gerard. Okay.
I'm here to help. Orders the light and strength.
Anything bad happening right now? These guys are just extremely weak. What armors do we have?
I'm here to help.
Medium armor, nothing really bad happens to it, so that's good.
Certainly.
Say your prayers!
Okay, Arthas is taking a lot of heavy fire. Let's use that. Okay. This should be a very simple battle. Arthas is actually taking the most damage. Do that.
Justice shall be done.
So we got the ledger. Man, Arthas, you were taking a buttload of damage.
Of course. Certainly.
Let's see if anything are in these buildings, because I need some. Oh, I need a health potion or something.
I'm here to help. Orders.
Because Arthas took the brunt of that
The
force.
light is my strength. Is there danger?
Unfortunately, Holy Light cannot heal
I
yourself.
stand for the light.
What's the hockey for that anyway? T?
A sound plan.
Okay.
For honor.
Now we should be getting
Certainly.
like a manual
A sound
or a
plan.
tome up here. However it's pronounced.
Of course.
And this
Certainly.
video in itself is going to be, well, this mission's fairly
Of course.
short.
Thank
Compared
you for
to-
helping me. Please, take this item.
Shall be done. Is
Okay,
there
I don't know
danger?
what item he gave me,
A sound
but
plan.
optional quest completed, Bandit Lord.
For honor.
This mission I
Save
received.
us! He's escaping! Kill him!
Certainly.
I received a Tomb
The
of
attack has
Strength.
already begun. To arms, my brothers!
Heal
Of course.
him. Nothing else happening. This guy's just taking a lot of brunt of the damage. Now we have a much better surround on him.
Certainly.
I want to see if anything's over here.
The light is my strength.
Is anything over here? Looks
A
like there
sound
is.
plan.
Looks like a graveyard
Of course. A sound plan.
with nothing really here.
A sound plan. For honor.
Okay.
Of course.
Well, like I was saying before, the many different things. This is a fairly short mission compared to other ones because this is more like an adventure style instead of
A sound plan.
RPG. Well, instead of RTS. Save the villagers. Okay, I did that. Now it's been updated. Now we must defeat the slavemaster and his guards. We saved this guy barely,
The light is my strength.
but see here.
A sound
Anything
plan.
over this way? Just a bunch
For
of
honor.
sheep.
A sound plan. Of course.
Anything in
Betrayer of
these
the light.
different crates?
Foul knave. For honor. Certainly.
Anything in these?
Of course.
See if there's any hidden
Justice
items.
has come.
Bob's guns.
For honor.
Interesting.
Of course.
Should be a couple people up
sound.
here. There's one here. Well, no, there's two. Heal this guy. I'm about out of mana. And this should be simple.
For honor.
Betrayer of the light.
Okay, anything in these
For my
crates?
father, the king.
Okay, another
Sound
potion of mana. So I'm guessing we can go ahead and use that.
A sound plan.
So this mission's like we've scoured the entire area, so cutscene.
Haul these wretches off with the rest of them. Move them out!
Okay, so with this we should almost be finished.
Of course.
We just have to kill these 2 grunts and the slavemaster, which my army should easily defeat him. Go ahead and just kill him. And with this, I should be finished with this mission.
A sound plan.
Man, that guy's doing a lot of siege damage, but siege damage doesn't do well against most armor types. Yeah. Oh, that guy's about dead. Okay, so with this, we will be finished.
The light is my strength. Is there danger?
Main quest complete. Defeat the slave master.
Of course. Certainly.
Bless you, Prince Arthas.
But what about the others who were taken away?
Don't worry, son. We'll find them and bring them home safe.
Prince Arthas, Lord Uther needs you at the Orc encampment immediately.
Never a dull moment. Let's get moving.
Okay, so we just finished this mission, and we have, if you guys notice, one of the villagers' name was Daniel, and he will actually appear again, but I will point him out later. So who are these orcs, and why aren't they following Thrall to Kalimdor? Because these be rogue orcs. We will not know now. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And comment on whether I should change anything audio-wise or gaming-wise. And so this is DHtheGamer, and I will see you guys later.